Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I am honored to sponsor H.R. 4731, the Refugee Program Integrity Restoration Act of 2016. I have long been a supporter of the refugee program and the important humanitarian mission that it serves. The United States should be a beacon of hope to those in dire need who face persecution, torture, or death on account of their religion, race, national origin, political opinion, or membership in a particular social group. As a former immigration lawyer, this is more than just a theory. It's something that I have seen, observed many, many times firsthand as a lawyer, and as our communities in Idaho have welcomed many refugees over the last few years. The refugee program, however, is outdated and is now in need of reform. The process is wrought with fraud, unchecked executive authority, and potential threats to our national security. These deficiencies have been highlighted in several hearings and by numerous witnesses. When FBI Director James Comey testified before this committee last year, he made very troubling statements about the inability of law enforcement to properly vet incoming refugees. Compared to countries where U.S. intelligence has strong footing, many current refugees are coming from failed states such as Syria, where there is very little U.S. intelligence presence. The simple fact is that we do not know who these people truly are. Director Comey made it clear that he could not give assurances for the safety of the communities that were accepting refugees. This is not only unacceptable, but it further undermines the legitimacy of the program and hurts those that it should help. The reforms outlined in my bill do much to restore the refugee program's integrity that has been lost over the past several years. The statutory changes modernize a statute that was written over 30 years ago and that could not have contemplated the problems that we now face. By updating provisions related to waiver authority, termination of refugee status, and the process for adjustment of status for refugees, H.R. 4731 takes the necessary steps to bring the refugee program into the 21st century. This bill goes to great lengths to strengthen this infrastructure of the program and combat fraud and threats to national security. By improving our fraud detection at the early stages of the process and including recurrent security checks after a refugee is admitted to the country, U.S. law enforcement can better assess fraud patterns, identify future threats, and thwart attacks before they can occur. The provisions of this bill truly anticipate the needs of future Congresses to protect against unchecked executive action. By setting the ceiling through statute and requiring congressional action in advance of any adjustment, Congress finally brings the refugee ceiling determination in line with all other statutory caps set by immigration law. Further, by providing a voice to state and local governments, this or any future administration can no longer dictate resettlement without substantive input from the states and communities that will be impacted. This bill is a result of the effort of many members, and I want to thank all members who provided ideas, input, and language. I especially want to thank Chairman Goodlatte for his strong leadership on this issue, and the chairman of the subcommittee, Mr. Trey Gowdy. H.R. 4731 is a strong bill that will greatly improve many facets of the refugee program, and I urge the members of this committee to favorably report it out of committee today. Thank you, and I yield back.